Next time on Mapmaking the Basics, we'll be looking at how to make Minecraft mobs move exactly where you want them using custom paths. But in this episode of Mapmaking Basics, we'll be looking at 5 tips you should use when making a Halloween map. Let's get started. Thank you to Sticky Piston Hosting for making this series possible. If you're a map maker and want to get your map out to the rest of the world, head to trial.stickypiston.co, scroll down to the bottom of the page and click Submit Your Map. Upload and play thousands of maps at trial.stickypiston.co. Link will be in the description. Once again, thank you Sticky Piston Hosting for making this series possible. Let's get right into the video. So for the first tip, we're going to make this area look a bit more Halloween-like, a bit more spookier, and we're going to do that in a few simple steps. So we're going to be using some carved pumpkins, cobwebs, jack-o'-lanterns, and vines. Now it doesn't matter how you place these, but the more random you can place them, the better. I'm just going to do something like this, and as you can see, you get a pretty nice result. But Halloween maps are meant to be in the dark, they're meant to be scary. So what we're also going to do is we're going to do time set night. And what you'll see is the moon will just about be coming up. Not fully up, that's what we want. You can have it midnight if you want. If you want midnight, that would be time set 18,000 or 18,000. And then there you go. Now my shader pack doesn't show it as midnight, but trust me, it's midnight. And as you can see, just adding some simple vines, a few pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns really helps make this area look a bit more spooky. Imagine that in a map with a lot more space, maybe a cave system, abandoned mineshaft. The ideas are endless. So for example number 2, I've made this little area here. This is like kind of like a recreation of a map that I played recently with Thundergabe, last Monday actually at the time of releasing this video, and as you can see at the moment we don't have any effects and it's not very spooky, mainly because these torches light everything up. So let's say you wanted to make this spooky without placing down vines and lots of cobwebs. The way you would do that is actually using blindness. Now with the blindness effect, it doesn't matter how much lighting you have. So if you type in when the player starts the map effect give at a blindness 99999 true, that will give the player blindness forever and a lot of blindness. If you're using tags, just do this and then you can do tag equals or team, same for teams. So I'd say if you're doing tag blind man, then you can give the blind man the blindness effect, and with that effect, with that on, your little place is a little bit darker than you may remember it. But of course you can still go quite fast, so you may want to give the player slowness as well. So again, another command block, and you want pretty much the same thing, but this time you want slowness instead of blindness. And you're going to want to take the number down. I would say probably about slowness 2. And then if you press the button again, you can see you're now moving really slow, and it's really dark. So the only way you kind of know where you are is by what's in front of you. And of course you can see lights that are close by, but that doesn't really help. And then you've got the glass which you can't see out of as well. Kind of just adds this sort of like vibe to it that you're playing a Halloween map. You can only see what's a few blocks in front of you, and it just adds a little bit of that like that theming to the map, instead of just being able to see everything. So you've got this where you can barely see anything, and then you've got this where suddenly you can see everything. And as you can see, without the blindness and the slowness, it doesn't really give the same effect at all. And if you were wondering, these doors go nowhere, it's all purely for effect. But yeah, if you want to make your maps look a bit spookier without having to decorate very much, all you need is this command here for the blindness, this command here for the slowness, activate them two, and yeah, your haunted house is just a bit more haunted. So for number 3, we're going to go back inside this little haunted mansion we've built, because all horror maps need some sort of way to scare the player. Now, I've just had a friend come in and set up a jump scare for me. I'm not sure where it is. Oh no, that one's blocked off. Oh, I completely missed the door over here. Oh my goodness, whoa! Hey! Buddy! What are you doing? No! Go away! So this is a really nice, simple little trap, little little jump scare that anyone can use in any map. If it has a door, I wouldn't recommend being able to see through the door. However, with the blindness, as you saw, it's really hard to see that guy. So what happens is, because the pressure plate is going to be the same type of wood, dark oak, pretty much what happens is you can't notice it, and when the player stands on here, you get jump scared by the skeleton man. Now, you can use sound effects with the play sound command, but I may go over the play sound command in a future video. Let me know if you'd like me to do that. For this one, all you need is a door. In front of that door, place down your pressure plate. You need behind the door, on the same block as the door, blue ice, 2 blue ices, then an obsidian, then go back and 1 up and place a slime. Sticky piston facing into that slime towards the door, observer facing up with a redstone light underneath, and then some redstone coming along like this. That's 2, 4, 5 pieces of redstone. The 5th one should be underneath your block here, your a pressure plate. And then all you need to do is grab yourself an armor stand, just like this. Where are you? There you are. You can also grab yourself some iron chest plate, iron leggings, and iron boots at the same time. Place your armor stand down on the obsidian. Go 1, 2, 3, and then for the head, all you need to type is the following in chat. Give your name, Minecraft player head, skull owner, MHF_skeleton, just like that. You'll receive a skeleton head, place that bad boy on there, and then the next person who stands on the pressure plate is going to have a hard time. There are a few different block palette types you can use when making terrains for Halloween horror maps. For example, you can use normal terrain with grass, poppies, grass, tall grass, and oak trees in a nice normal setting, but with a few extra details like pumpkins and vines and jack-o'-lanterns. In addition, you can use other terrain such as mycelium mixed with mushrooms, pumpkins, and spruce trees to create a sort of Halloween feel like that, depending on your environment. And finally, you can use podzol, coarse dirt, dead bushes, and dark oak trees to create a haunted dark forest. This is probably my favourite one to use, and of course, pumpkins. And would you believe it, those were done in daylight with blindness and slowness. So even in normal daylight can you use these systems. I keep banging into that wall. Finally, you don't even need to make a Halloween themed map. You can just make a map that is a normal, very, very basic map, very innocent map, and just turn it into something Halloween. Just take a project you've already made and turn it into something Halloween. Now obviously this is Hypixel the Bridge, so you know, same rules don't really apply for this, but it's a good example. And it looks really good in nighttime. The lava, maybe not so much, but that looks really cool. Okay, gotta put out the lava because I use this for thumbnails sometimes. Oh dear, what have I done? Oh no. So there we go, that's going to do it for today's video. Those were some tips or things you should know when making a Halloween map in Minecraft Java Edition. Hope you found these tips useful. Next time on Mapmaking Basics, we'll be looking at that guy. You know, villager, pathfinding man. We'll be looking at him next time. I know you wanted him today, but unfortunately, I haven't actually found a good enough way to show it to you yet. But don't worry, that will be the next episode. If you want to suggest something for a future episode, though, pop down into the comments and leave your suggestions, and I read every single one of them. Have a great Halloween, everybody. I hope to have some more Halloween videos out for you soon, and maybe even a Halloween map this year. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed as well. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye!